resolution, raise your hand saying aye. All those opposed, no. It's obvious that the resolution has passed. Is this your final resolution?
I've got 3 more later on.
Okay.
This is the final one of this batch.
You're the short straw.
By way of information, I need to let you know that I wrote this one. So,
All right, now.
this is resolution number 26, entitled Eliminate Federal Involvement with the Texas Public Education. Whereas the federal government has no constitutional role in public education, with this issue being left to the individual states by the founders, and whereas the federal government has ignored the constitutional limits and currently funds about 8% of public education spending in Texas, about $4 billion out of $50 billion, but places excessive bureaucratic burdens on the state and its school districts while imposing education theories of dubious merit on the students of Texas. Therefore, be it resolved that we call on the Texas legislature and governor to reject any and all federal funding for public education in Texas. We also call for an offset of the same monetary value, i.e. $4 billion, be identified and either withheld from state remittances to the federal government or be recaptured by lower federal income taxes being paid by the citizens of Texas to the federal government. Additionally, we call on the legislature and governor to identify what parts of the current federally funded education initiatives are worth keeping and implement improved and streamlined replacement programs suitable for the Texas students, while eliminating those programs of dubious, of no value, and the associated administrative costs that they carry. I so move.
The resolution on the floor is to adopt, the motion is to adopt a resolution that denies federal funding. Can I sum it up that way?
Rejects.
Rejects federal funding, rather. Okay, is there any discussion? If not, all those in favor of the resolution say aye by raising your right hand. All those opposed, no. And the resolution carries. And what a brilliantly written resolution. Your next resolution.
I'd like to pass the baton over to Tony.
Okay. Tony, you're going to present the next resolution.
This resolution was submitted by Steve Finley from the SREC resolution on term limits. Whereas Texans desire that Texas families enjoy the benefits of the free enterprise system and securing prosperity for their families and businesses, therefore to ensure that citizen government serves the citizens of Texas and not the government itself, be it resolved that individuals elected to the state office, not including judicial office, shall be limited to the greater of 2 full terms or 10 years maximum service in that office.
Okay. There's a motion to adopt the resolution on the floor to, I don't have something, so you need the title.
Term limits.
Or term limits, okay, just that simple. Is there any discussion?
Point of order, this is for state term limits?
This one is just.
Yeah, it is. Okay, all those,
Point of order, is it just for state?
This is just state.
Just state.
all those in favor of this resolution, raise your hand and say aye. All those opposed, again, no? Raise your hand. The ayes have it, the resolution is passed or adopted. Next.
Resolution 28, calling for the power to recall. Whereas Congress seems to be out of control from health care to global warming to stimulus spending, corporate bailouts, deficits, federal debt, and beyond. And whereas congressional leaders have been dismissive of alternative views, insisting that they know best. And whereas some candidates claim to be reliable conservatives on some or all issues, then go to Congress and vote with the liberal left. And whereas other states already have laws on the books providing for recall of members of Congress. Therefore, be it resolved that the people of Texas reserve unto themselves the power to recall after at least 1 year of service any elected official in the state, Senate, or House of Representatives, as well as any elected official representing the state in the United States Senate or the House of Representatives. I so move.
There is a resolution on the floor to adopt that would be called the power to recall.
Yes.
Is there any discussion on this?
Again?
Your guest, sir, anyone to speak for Ashton? Go ahead.
I think we should be able to take away representatives or congressmen. If you look at the situation with Ben Nelson, he was bribed, for this health care bill, and then Nebraska, we lost a vote there, so I think Nebraska should be able to take him out.
Thanks.
It will be.
Against?
That would affect, what we do here in Texas would have no effect in Nebraska. But
That was good.
it's a national recall? Okay.
Yes.
California, I know, has that national recall thing, and Republicans are the ones that are almost always the ones that are being recalled. And the reason for that is that you have your election, and you have a very small minority of liberals a lot of times who didn't like the results, and they'll call for a recall. They'll have enough vote. They'll have enough to recall it. The conservatives a lot of times will not come back out for that recall vote. They've already voted for their candidate. They didn't, so they won't come out. And so you have a very small percentage of people that's going to vote, and it's usually going to be that radical percent that's going to vote, and they'll change the election results, and they have. And there's been numerous Republicans who have been elected, but have been recalled only because of small liberal majority.
In time. Is there any more discussion?
Move to amend the resolution.
Oh, an amendment.
So we have your language, so we're talking about without just cause.
I don't know.
Basically, you have to have just cause, i.e. breaking the law.
Hold on, let's get a second first. Is there a second?